up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing The Long Walk. And no, I'm not talking about a Jill Scott song, a song that I love. Let's take a long walk around the park after dark. Why they didn't play this song in the movie? I want to know. The Long Walk is a 1979 dystopian novel by Stephen King under his pseudonym Richard Bachman. I remember this. About 100 teenage boys who must maintain a speed of 4 miles per hour while walking along a highway. If a boy fails behind for more than 30 seconds, falls behind, for more than 30 seconds, he receives a warning. Three warnings result in the boy being shot and killed by the soldiers. The competition continues until only one boy remains, who wins anything he desires. The story follows Ray Garrity and other walkers as they endure the physical and psychological horrors of the event, testing their bonds and their morality. That's what this movie is about. First of all, the premise is crazy. As an avid walker, I walk 5 miles a day. I was like, I wonder how long I can do this. You know, I had to think about that, man. I was just like, how long could I last on the walk? 4 miles an hour, that's pretty brisk. You know, I think the actual movie, it was like 3 point something miles, because they had a little tracker. But even that's pretty brisk. Like, it takes me 70 minutes, maybe 65 minutes to 70 minutes to walk 5 miles. And I'm taking the wide steps. You get to meet these young men as they, set out to do this walk, this crazy walk. I don't know, I'm not signing up for this, but this is a different time, you know what I'm saying? And then the winner, you get anything you want. But I'm like, man, what you got to go through? You fall behind, you get shot. It's pretty much about, getting to know these boys, getting to know these characters. And it's a dope premise just because the whole movie they're walking. So the whole movie, they're walking, you know what I'm saying? You just see them walking for days. I think they ended up going 300 and something miles by the end of it. And I was just like, I'm sitting there the whole time thinking like, yo, could I do this? How many miles could I put in before I shut down? How are they walking and sleeping at the same time? You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy. So this type of movie is really all about character development. Like, where we're going as characters because we got limited real estate to play with outside of the walk. So now you just establishing these character dynamics between these young boys. The two main boys, the one that plays Ray Garrity, he's played by Cooper Hoffman. Cooper Hoffman looked familiar. I was just like, yo, Cooper Hoffman, where do I know him from? He's Philip Seymour Hoffman's son. You see me hitting it in real time. I was like, yo, man, this cat looks familiar. Because I started watching Licorice Pizza like a few weeks ago, and I didn't finish it. Now I remember, I got to finish that. That's who that is. And his dad is an absolute legend on the acting tip. Wow. So, yes, his co-star is David Johnson, who played the android in the last Alien movie, Romulus. So those are like the two leads. Mark Hamill is also in this joint. He plays like the general that's pretty much in charge of the walk, getting them out there, getting them hyped up. And Judy Greer is also in it as the mother of Cooper Hoffman's character. And she did a great job in this, by the way, showing the emotion of a mother that is seeing her son do this perilous quest that there's a very high percentage he's not coming home. He's just going to his death. And so to see her try to let him be a man and just do it, but also like, come on, man. So I really feel like she did a great job on that performance. And so you just get to know these kids and, why they're doing it and like, what's in it for them and stuff like that. And all the while, you don't know who's next, who's going to fall by the wayside, and, all that type of stuff. So, and this is a spoiler-free review, but, like, movies like this, I really appreciate because they feel almost like theater because the setting is limited. Even though they're walking for like 300 miles, they're still just relegated to the road that they're walking on. You got the military people behind them and in front of them, and you just see these kids walking, and then one by one, they start falling off and getting picked off, and like you like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And they got parameters in place to where if you try to attack and just go off and try to attack and get a gun, they're not gonna kill you fast. They're gonna let you bleed out slow as a message to the other boys. So there's parameters involved in this, which is like, oh, okay. And so then you ask yourself, if I'm in this position, if I know like I can't go on any further, would you be willing to just give in and give up and just lay there and take a bullet to the head or the face? Would you wild out and just try to run and escape? What would you do in that situation? Like when you know you got nothing left, you're all out of gas. You can't walk no more. You're done mentally. Would you be able to be like, all right? Or would you just physically just fail and then you just face down on the... So all these dynamics, these are all of the things I'm asking myself as the story goes on. And then you get attached to the main characters. And then, because I don't want to reveal the ending, because the ending had me like, yo, who is going to be the last one? Like, how is this going to end? Like, I was constantly asking myself, how is this going to end? It was just interesting throughout the whole film. And I was interested throughout the whole film. Like, I was interested in what was going on, what the motivations were. My notes are, it does give a little bit of a magical Negro vibe with David Johnson's character, and how he was like the happy, upbeat Negro that's just like super friendly. And it was just like, he definitely gave me those vibes with a little bit of edge on there, but he was giving me that. And I was just like, he magical Negroing it up. His accent was crazy because sometimes it was hard to hear him and what he was saying. And his accent felt like it was all over the place because he's a British guy. And so this movie, they don't really say where it's set, but I'm assuming it was Southern. At least Southern, Midwest maybe. But his accent really didn't always stay fluid. So I was just like, what kind of accent is this? You know what I'm saying? His performance was good, just that accent. I was just like, what we doing with the accent, man? I was confused. But the characters were interesting. The premise was interesting. Stephen King, man, that dude, he's known for horror. But when he dips into other types of things, like this, or like Stand By Me, or like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff, Shawshank Redemption even. Stephen King has a great case of being like one of the best authors of all time, if not the best. If you look at his diversity in the types of stuff that he has written, from It to Christine to, you know what I'm saying, to Misery, to The Long Walk, to The Shawshank Redemption, to The Green Mile, it's just like, yo, man, this dude was really out here with that pen. So I want to give a shout out to Stephen King or Richard Bachman, his little pseudonym. We know it's you. Anyway, man, forget all that. You want to know the smooth jazz review of The Long Walk? Well, here it is. Oh, yeah. I'm giving The Long Walk 4 saxophones out of 5. I feel like I've been giving a lot of 4s lately, but this is a movie where the premise works. The premise is intriguing. The character development is nice. It's there. Aside from the accent shifts, you know what I'm saying? That's just a little technical joint. But as far as like how everything was set up, I really don't have a lot of bad shit to say about this film. So I got to give it a 4. But I felt like it's a good watch. I was entertained. I was locked in. And then it just took me on a ride to where it's like, I have to see this through. And I feel like you're a good movie if you have to see it through. So I got to give it props for that. But I want to know how far I would make it on that walk. Because I'll be walking. You know what I'm saying? In my real life, don't nobody walk more than me. I think I can pull it off. But some of them cats had the doo-doo on the road and still be walking. That's where you lose me. If I got a doo-doo on the road and still be walking, just put the bullet in my brain, man. I'll be like, I got a boo-boo, y'all. Just take me out, man. I don't want to take a dump with y'all looking. Because I'm poop shy, man. I can't just be pooping in front of people on the road. So that's why I'll be like, I got a boo-boo, y'all. I'm going to just stand here and take the bullet. You ain't got to do that, Tone. Just doo-doo as you want. All right. But then I wouldn't be able to wipe. Because I gotta do a full bird bath after I take a poop. I can't just take a dump and pull my pants up, man. I need a full bird bath. I can hold the dump for days. But if it hit me where it just, one of the rations got me, I got a boo-boo, y'all. I'm done. And then they can be like, Tone, I'll be like, I'm done. All right, y'all, that's my review of The Long Walk. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comments section below. Also this too, man. Let me know your 5 favorite Stephen King movies. You know what I'm saying? Let me know your 5 favorite, man. I got to really think about mine. Shawshank Redemption is obviously up there. Stand By Me is one of my favorite movies as well. Misery was really good. The Green Mile is amazing. The Green Mile. I really like it. I like it, the TV version, and I like the first part of it when they redid it a few years back. But those are some of my selections. He also wrote The Running Man under Richard Bachman as well, but that was him. Man, Stephen King be in his bag, man. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out here.